For people of the future, subscribe to my channel. Loads of live streams for December. Turn your notifications on to be alerted when I'm next live. Shed to Twitter. Put on some Vaseline so I'll start biting my fucking lips. Today my TikTok reached 2,000 followers. Haha. Finally, bitch. So I'm going to write that in my 2020 diary. What's the fucking date? It's literally the first of the month. Hello. One, 2. That feels weird. I don't like writing 12. The year is gone. It's over. Get my little green highlight. That's blue. Get my little green highlighter. Cross off that milestone, baby. Underline the dart. Quelle est la date? And then some words in the middle I can't remember. Anniversaire. I'm really good at French. That's why I dropped it before GCSEs. Am I gonna sneeze? Bitch, I might be. We're good. We're good. Oh. Also, my reading log for 2020. Because I'm worth it. That is definitely this one. I'm close to finishing this next book, so where is it? I have that much left. Not bad, not bad. I literally have read, I think, 3 books in the last few days, including that one when that's finished. Because I'm really trying to reach my 50 book Goodreads goal, which is basically what all of my YouTube streams are going to be through December, is reading streams and just like hanging out. And then Twitch streams for video games. Sip that tea, honey. Did that on purpose. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I'm gonna check my socials real quick because I haven't been on my phone for a couple of hours. Flex. So, oh, that was the other thing. That was why I needed this book out, because I wrote my NaNoWriMo word counts up for the month. I basically almost wrote 1,000 words yesterday because I was like, I haven't kept up with writing, and I need to write 800 words. And I ended up going over that by like 130 words. So, you know, baller. But we know I wasn't aiming for anything crazy. You know, I was aiming for 3,000 words this month, just as like a month focus. And I did it. I got done, did it. Love that I can speak. I also tried not to get like too anal about it being perfect. I was like, you know what? We're just getting the words out in it. I can edit it a million times after this, you know? But right now we're here for the words. And I think, oh, hello. Turn on TikTok by accident. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I think I reached 12 to 13,000 words. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was 12,000 words of my work in progress. I'm very proud of myself for that one. I also wrote a poem this week from my dog's point of view. And it's honestly the best piece of literary work to ever grace the earth. Earth. I would read it to you, but I don't know where the fuck I put it. Low key, this is one of the reasons why I think I might have ADHD. Thought I was autistic in it, but now I also think I might have ADHD, and I don't know how to deal with that. Because I've been new, I was dyslexic, but now fuck, who knows? That was it. I use. Pardon my dog. She has an attitude problem. Um, okay. We play under music. This wall is still radiating a little cold, even though we fucking DIY'd the shit out of this bitch. I put my mum's jumper back on. My mum was going through her jumpers earlier, and I am borrowing this one just because it's really soft. But I don't really like this neck. I want a hood, not some weird giant neck hole. Like, I don't, it looks silly on me. But now I'm cozy. I have some addresses I need to quickly write up for my Christmas cards. I sent out some Christmas cards yesterday. I have quite a few more to write up and post, but it's okay. We're in the early of the Decembers. Right, I also have to be really conscious to not read these out. Because when I'm chatting, I kind of get into like a weird space where I read things aloud. And obviously I don't want to read out my internet friends' addresses, you know, fam. Just casually accidentally dox my internet friends. So guys, love you. I don't know her last name. Oops, same. Is that it? Yes. Yeah, I kind of had the thought of like December, my streams are going to be like a mixture of reading books for my Goodreads goal. Okay, I'm really annoyed. My back is cold, but everything else is getting warm. I think I need to put some more pillows behind me to block the cold. Thank you very much. Bought new bed sheets, by the way. Twitter helped me choose them, and this is on. Apparently, no, you're not. Yeah, so I was thinking that my December streams can be like a mixture of reading streams, but also maybe getting some what is the word I'm looking for? I honestly can't remember. Not chores, but like admin maybe is an appropriate word to use. Admin done. Because I have Christmas cards I need to write, as in like fill in the inside, because I like to try and be personalised with them all. And then obviously like putting them away in the cards and stuff, and I do little like heart doodles on in places. I've been trying to use like my coloured pens because I'm not gonna lie, I have such a mixed bag of stationery from like literally decades. And like, part of the reason why I do this stuff with, you can't see it, here we go, stuff with like notebooks now for the year, is to kind of push myself to use stationary crafty things, and actually finally fucking like finish them. I have finished a few pens, you know, and then whenever I do my masters, I'll treat myself to some new shit, innit? You know, in the ideal world that I live in, where I will be going to Ireland. And currently, my idea of perfect would be going to Cork. I've decided I want to go to Cork. Why? I don't know. Just kind of decided. to do it, but that's just what I wanted to do, you know? I mean, they've got a good course. I'm not just being a fucking weirdo. Oh, I should have written that one up. I'm stupid. Oh well, whatever. So who's left? I might ask a few more people if they would like Christmas cards as well, because I wanted to be Christmassy, because this year has been bad. And I don't normally do Christmas cards or exchanging of gifts with many, if any, people. But I just wanted to make some Christmas effort, you know. I'm gonna post on my Instagram that I am live. Stop. Yeah, I've already. How many have I used up? I've used 8 just normal second class stamps so far. 1 international one to my friend Sunny, who is in Norway. She is Norwegian, but she lived in the UK. Yeah, so I thought it might be fun to sit and write Christmas cards and chat with people on stream. Not today though, but just as a general idea. I was thinking about for my blog post this week, talking about the most intimidating books on my TBR. So like books I own but haven't read yet, because I don't really do TBRs very often. Is my tea drinkable? Like, you know, I don't do regular TBRs, and my one for this year just went in the bin, to be honest, because I don't know what to write on my blog at the moment. I'm very uninspired. This week's video is about books. What am I talking about again? I'm talking about my Goodreads goals of 50 books and how I plan to reach that, including talking about the streams. So that'll be out in 2 days. I haven't edited it yet. I've been on TikTok too much because everyone there does this, and I'm now doing it. It's like an impulse. But yeah, I don't know what else to talk about on my blog anymore. So this week, I who did I see? There's a YouTuber or a booktuber I watch, or I'm at least subscribed to a bunch of booktubers. I just don't always watch their videos religiously. And they did a video that was most intimidating books on my TBR. So if I can remember who it was, I'll have to like not tag them. What the fuck is it? I don't know, say in the blog post and link them that's where I got the idea from, but now I can't remember who the fuck it was. But here we are anyway. Because there's definitely a bunch of books that I either just haven't picked up or tried to read and kind of put back down because they're intimidating as fuck. And then my last video of the year will be about the books I still haven't read that I own. Like, I'm gonna go through all of them because in my 2021 notebook, I literally wrote up all the titles of all the books that I own and have not read yet in different categories. So I've got the ebooks category, I've got physical books category, and I've got a reread category. Because there's books I have read before, but I don't fucking remember what the fuck was on them. So they're on the reread list that I'd like to get to at some point so I can kind of decide whether I want to keep them or not. There's a few Jacqueline Wilson books. I think I read 3 of her books, maybe 4 when I was younger. I have a couple more that I didn't read as well. And yeah, I'd like to maybe see if they are books I want to keep or whether they're a bit overhyped because she's just such a humongous kids author, you know? Who is gay, by the way. I know that reaction probably seems a bit weird, where I sort of rolled my eyes, but I'm not sure if she's a transphobe or not, you know? I'm here for people being queer, but a lot of lesbians her age are also transphobes, so... No, just flirting with transphobia every day. Well, okay. I'm running out of pages in my tiny shitty notebook to write up to-do lists. I also have other things I could do on stream this month because I do need to do more of this stuff. So I made a load of like dog toys, Platt dog toys, a while back, just as something to do with my hands and with like some old pajama bottoms and stuff. So we didn't get more clothes in the landfill, at least for like another year or so, because really dog toys, you know, they're going to end up in the bin at some point, and that's how it is. But I mean, at least they've had a second life, right? Pardon me. But yeah, I gave some to a family friend of ours who has this beautiful, massive dog. And apparently they want another one, so I'm going to make a bigger one because it is a huge dog. Whereas the sizes I was kind of making before were like relatively small, skinny ones, and then like a slightly bigger size that was stretchier material. So I'm going to kind of try and put the effort in to make like an even bigger one, because I have made a really big one before that my dog still loves to use, but she has wrecked the fucking thing. Like, it does not resemble a Platt anymore, but she does use it to murder people. So that's something I might do occasionally this month, because there's one I need to make, and then maybe if there's other people who want, because I did sell a bunch because I had a crazy car payment to make, 2 actually. I had to pay like over 600 quid for a service and MOT, and then like a bunch of things that needed replacing, including some tires. Wasn't expecting all of that stuff needing replacing. And then I also had to pay another 6 months of car tax, which was like 130 something quid too. So I mean, if you want to buy some dog toys for you, your family, your friends' dogs, whatever, I do sell them currently for £1 because they're not very big, not including postage. So UK people, hit me up on Twitter, @artycarden_. So I do have some left, but I was also going to gift those if they didn't sell anyway. I still want to gift some to some people I know. So that might be something I'll do, is make dog toys. Hello. Sometimes I feel like my brain is just sort of glitching. Make. Like, I don't have a stutter, but, well, I have a slur. But it is what it is. I don't know. Right, let's cross that off. I reached that goal. Am I still only on 200 on Facebook? So my recent blog post was just like an update of like, hey, this is what I'm currently focusing on, is like how I'm trying to reach some of my goals by the end of the year, which is also why I did the like Goodreads challenge video that's going to be this week. That wasn't a sentence, going to come out this week. Because I just would really like to reach some of these goals, just to like end the year on a good note in it. So, you know, if you use Facebook, like my Facebook page, facebook.com/artycarden. Go like the page. Thank you very much. I am trying to get to 300 by the end of the year. My brain is literally all over the place. I don't know what I'm doing. And that's also why I plan to be doing the live streams. Hi, sorry, I couldn't tell where your name ended and your message began. Nice to meet you. Hello, it's nice to meet you too. I've just sort of been sat here rambling for the last half an hour to myself. Thanks for joining. I've just been chatting about my December plans, Christmas cards, making dog toys, reading books, playing some video games. I haven't quite gotten into like the actual NaNoWriMo part of this. I briefly talked about it at the very beginning when one person was here, so. But yeah, I did like a low-key NaNoWriMo because I do not. Let me change that. I love myself. And I didn't want to write, what is it normally, 60,000 words? 30,000? I can't remember what it was. But anything in the above 10,000 words category. Which book are you reading? Well, currently I'm reading the 4th Gossip Girl book because I'm worth it. Because I picked up the first book for 50p in a charity shop a while back, in like September. And it was actually really fun. It was a great time. And I then had money to spend on Amazon because I was given an Amazon gift card, and I don't like buying things from Amazon. But I then bought the next 7 books of the series. So I read book 2 and 3 within the last couple of days, and I'm nearly done with book 4. Like, I'm literally probably on roughly the last quarter, if you can see that. Like this little bit left. And actually they're a great time. Like, considering I had a really bad experience reading 2000s YA recently, where everything was problematic and everything just loved to throw slurs around all the time. This book is actually a lot better than that, considering it's literally about gossip culture. It's actually a really good book or series. And it's been easy to read. They're not very long. They're like 200-ish pages each. And I basically am trying to reach my 50-book goal of Goodreads. So I imagine you read a lot of books, right? Well, yes and no. This book I've kind of gotten back into reading after a 3-year creative writing degree. I took like a year out of kind of not really reading that much. Yeah, it has been a great way to pass the time this year, basically. I have 1,000,001 books. I kind of accidentally fell into booktube, book blogging, because I was invited to like this little event a while ago, in like 2018, which was like LGBT booktubers and bookstagrammers and book bloggers and all that sort of thing. I'm now getting really hot. So that was how I discovered this world on the internet, was by just being invited to this event that I didn't even know was a thing. But yeah, I've got my goal this year was to read 12 books, but I smashed that pretty quickly because I then used books to cope through this year. So I boosted it to 50 books, and I have not reached that yet. So this is basically why I'm reading Gossip Girl, because they're pretty easy to read and not very long. And I've got quite a few of them. I think I have 6 books right now, and I've got one that's just lost in the post at the moment. So 6 books, and then I need to read 2 more to reach my goal. But I talk more about that in my video I'm posting later in the week. But that's basically why I'm planning to do reading live streams, is to hang out, chat with some people, read some books, and then do some admin hobby things at the same time. Yeah, it was a bit cold. But yeah, this stream was supposed to be kind of more of like a, sorry, I've got there's something like on my nose. I think it's dog hair. Yeah, I kind of took, are we good now? Okay. Brain, get into gear. Yeah, like I had the aim for NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month, to write 3,000 words for the month. So like 100 words a day. And like I allowed myself to be able to like catch up if I, didn't literally write every day, which I did not. I started off slow. I've got on here, like I've got my little layout. Probably can't see it that well anyway. Also, my iMac is like a potato. But day 1, I wrote 152 words. Day 2, I wrote 6 words. Day 3 and 4, I wrote 0. And then 5, I think, must have been my first live stream I did. My first writing sprint kind of live stream. Oh, pardon me. Really cute layout. Thank you. I was actually really pleased with it, to be honest. It looks kind of cute, like autumnal November vibes. That was the aim anyway. And I just sort of had dates of each day with a little orange underline, and then my goals up here. Yeah, like my goals were here, the aims for the month. Oh. But yeah, I discovered the magic of writing sprint live streams, basically. It was really weird. So I've done a few before. I did 4 live streams in November. I was going to do more, but I was just getting a bit annoyed with trying to figure out when people were free or what times we were wanting to do. So I kind of spent the last couple of weeks in November like asking and talking about it on Twitter because I want to stream more through December. Oh, sorry, my nose is just like being tickled. I think I've just got a dog hair stuck on my nose ring or in my glasses or something. So yeah, I kind of found that I would be able to write roughly 500 words a go, like per sit down stream. So yeah, my first stream I did 500 like exactly, which was really weird. Then I did 432. Then it was 565. Then I took like a week off. Wrote 300 words on the 27th. Wrote my poem on the 29th. I haven't written poetry in God knows how long either. And then literally yesterday I was like, I've got to catch up by like 800 words. So I was going to stream yesterday and stream the writing part. And I was like, you know what? Can he be asked? Stream tomorrow. So I just focused on writing yesterday as I was watching I'm a Celebrity. And I wrote 936 words. So I actually went over the goal. I'm sorry, my back is cold. So I'm trying to, hello? Get me blankets. And I haven't actually added up all of my words yet. Like I know I reached. Were you writing anything specific? Well, I have a work in progress already, so I just kind of wanted to write more for that. So, brain. Yeah, I talked in more detail about different parts of my work in progress. Kind of like an overview in my video where I talked about NaNoWriMo month and my plans, which was early November. I posted that. And then there are some bits in other streams that I kind of answered some questions too. 152 6 4 7 9 500 4 3 2 5 6 5 303 3 4 9 3 6. So my ending word count actually is 3,407 words. So I beat my goal by 407 words. just going to write that in. Me notebook. Is that purple? God's sake. I can't remember. My words are getting really jumbled up in my brain at the moment. I literally just said to myself, is that the purple? And I mean orange. But okay, hun, you do you. But there we go. I just got an alert saying that my internet connection is unstable. So, but it has gone away, whereas before it sort of stuck around for ages. So hopefully we're okay, but maybe not. Yeah, I also think I will probably edit videos while streaming too, so I can like chat whilst like in between editing and shit. Maybe. Yeah, I've got a lot of books I need to get through. I have been reading through the day at the moment. I think I needed like a break from social media for many reasons because the world sucks and I'm tired of it and I'm tired of living in it, you know, fam. Was anybody else doing NaNoWriMo or was it just me? Do you mean you were though, because it's now December? You're still trying to finish. How many words have you got left to go? I'm just going to doodle some hearts on some of my Christmas cards whilst you. That pen is dry. Yeah, tell me how many words you have left. How many words were you going to do? What was the plan? What's left to go? 1,004. Same. Yeah, no, that was right. 1,494 words. Not far off. I found that I could write, yeah, like 500 in. If I actually sat down to do the writing, I could do it in like half hour, which was nice to know, to be fair. I was like, oh, I didn't know I had this ability. I wanted to hit 50k by the end of the month in order to get something to work on. Yeah, that's fair enough. I wanted to try. I wanted to make sure I had enough to work with for like master's applications, but also the one I'm more interested in doing at the moment doesn't require a ridiculously long submission piece like most of them do. So whilst I did want to do it for my master's applications, I kind of then was like, well, it doesn't have to be. I can use like a short story that's at least 1,000 words. And I have a few of those, so I'm sure I can just like hit up a lecturer or something and be like, hello, what do you think of me using this for my applications? But I'm now at, I think I hit 12,000 words on my work in progress. Which I think is the most I've ever written. I don't think even my dissertation was that long. What was I doing? This. That's a good amount. Well, that's just like, that's how much I've written roughly in a year. I think I wrote some of it last year. I don't remember, but I kind of left it for ages, and then again I was using lockdown. That's it. Lockdown and the pandemic as like a reason to make myself do some of these things some more again, because I don't know, when the first lockdown sort of happened in the UK, which was like late March, early April, I went into like a weird overdrive kind of mode where I just did everything. I just did all the things. I was just doing everything. Which is how I read literally like 30 fucking books in 3 months. Wrote several thousand words of my work in progress, blogged every week, made a video every week, and also a shit ton of other stuff. Like I did clothing clear outs, book clear outs, exercising. I was exercising. That was weird. I am not someone who exercises. Um, I was also getting like loads and loads of sales on like my secondhand items because people were buying stuff online more. So I was also like getting stuff ready, going to the post office and that sort of thing. Like literally twice a week. And then things kind of slowed down and I got tired. Um, Plus, I also went through kind of a lot of issues with my health again, um, which involved a lot of doctor's visits and scans and shit like that, that just kind of traumatized me a bit. So I was a bit more focused on finding a therapist, going to a therapist virtually, and that helped a lot. But I just kind of got into a slump because I'd been locked inside for so long because I'm such a high risk person. I'm on like 3 immunosuppressive medications. Are you all right now? Well, it's what I have is lifelong, so that's just how it is. It was just I had a new diagnosis this year, which is always kind of crazy because we have to stabilize my health before being able to really treat it any further and see what the options are. So, I mean, it is what it is. But what was I saying? Yeah, because I'm high risk and I'm on so many immunosuppressive drugs. Like I didn't want to go anywhere that would risk me possibly contracting COVID. And like all my family have been relatively like extra careful if they've had to go out, because my mum did have to return to work. She was working from home for the first 3 months, I think. But yeah, the longer I got stuck inside, especially, like, they lifted lockdown. I started venturing out a little bit, wearing a mask and being very like liberal with my hand sanitizers and shit. But then another lockdown hit here a month after my birthday, and it's been kind of shitty because me and my mum were going to take like a weekend trip away for like a safe, socially distanced kind of trip away. I live with my mum, so we're in a bubble together. But we're just going to go stay at a hotel together and just kind of wander about a different town. Do maybe some sightseeing, go to the beach, just to be somewhere else. But we had to cancel it because it was literally like the day after our lockdown was implemented again. So I kind of gave myself NaNoWriMo as something to do, to focus on, and the streams to focus on. That's why I'm continuing to do them through December, even though lockdown has been lifted again, I guess, today or tomorrow. I'm, still going to be inside 90% of the time. It's difficult. It was impossible to keep up the momentum I had at the beginning of lockdown, where I was just doing everything. I got a bit like, ugh. Hopefully next year is better. Well, I would just like to be able to leave the house next year, because I really could not tell you how many times I've left the house. It's been so minimal. I can't remember. And also 50% of those times have been going to the hospital, so I don't really count those as leaving the house, But that's why I tell people to wear their masks, do the do. If you can get the vaccine, get the vaccine. Because that's the other thing. I wouldn't be able to get the vaccine because it's a live vaccine. And I'm not supposed to take vaccines that are live because of my autoimmune disorders and the immunosuppressants I'm on. So in order to be safe, I need other people to vaccinate. Which is apparently very controversial, even though throughout most of this year, all you saw on social media was, if there's a vaccine, I'll take the vaccine. And as soon as there is a vaccine, everyone's like, I'm not taking that. I don't know what's in that. That's all just chemicals. It's tested on animals. I'm a vegan, Yeah, I try not to think too far into the future because we don't know what's going to happen Like, I wasn't expecting my birthday in October to still be socially distancing. Like, we might soon be hitting round 2 of birthdays in lockdown / a pandemic / whatever. Because my government's a piece of fucking shit for a start. Then also, everyone's stupid. So I'm hopeful, but I'm also not like, oh, I'm not expecting any miracles because people are not very nice. Plug that in. That's definitely what this year has taught me. This like people are not very nice. Yeah, like people will literally find any reason to not listen to logic. And like currently conspiracy theorists have really got a massive platform and are just convincing more people to not listen to scientists. You know, the people who study this stuff for a living. Or there's the people who are like, they're going to implant a chip into you if they to give you the vaccine. It's like you literally have a mobile phone. If you have a credit card or, you know, a bank account, a mobile phone, computer, they're already tracking you, bitch. But they only have 2 remaining brain cells, and cannot think. I don't know, man. They cannot think, and that's it. It is what it is. They cannot do it. Logic has indeed been thrown out the window. I mean, it's kind of been like that for a long time, but it's just worse now because everybody's lives are at risk. But now science is propaganda, and you're like, eh? I just, I do not, I cannot. No, no, not today, Satan. So I just try to keep to my part of the internet. I really cannot. This year, pardon me, has been dreadful for everybody, every marginalised group, and I am several marginalised groups in one. We've had a very transphobic year. We've had a very racist year. We've had a very ableist year. We've had a very homophobic year. And I'm sure other things I've missed. Xenophobia. People really hate Jews at the moment. Or, you know, I say at the moment, but I just mean they're just being louder about it. And they're not receiving any consequences for their actions. If anything, I'm receiving consequences for existing because I keep being threatened with my accounts being deleted for saying certain things or posting certain things that do not break rules. but apparently you're breaking rules now. I've also been age restricted on Instagram. You can only see my Instagram if you are 18 or older and have your like date of birth on Instagram. Otherwise, you cannot find me. Or if you find me, there is nothing on my profile unless you have your birthday on Instagram. And they just did that without telling me at all. No warning. Just got a message from someone on Facebook asking if I'm selling things from my home or if I have a shop. Are you okay? Need to edit that post. I don't know why they would assume I'm a shop. I'm selling things on Facebook Marketplace, bro. Do you think I'm a shop? What books have I enjoyed reading the most? I don't know. Let me have a look at my Goodreads and see what I read because I have no memory. Oh, come on. Just open the full list, Goodreads. I reread the Chibi Vampire manga that I have. I think I'm up to book like 7. That was enjoyable. I also read the Alice Oseman books before Loveless came out. And though I did enjoy them for the most part, I don't really think they're my jam. Also, because of the whole like book Twitter kind of conversation of like white authors and cis authors shouldn't be writing from the point of view or the stories of BIPOC or trans people. And Alice Oseman does that in almost every single book she has written. So even though I do really like Heartstopper, I just have like a kind of unpopular opinion there, apparently, because I have not seen anybody else say that. I think people are, only calling out certain white authors that do it, and she hasn't admitted to that. I liked Love Boat Taipei. Apparently, nobody else did. Everywhere else I've seen people mention that book, only one person has said they liked it, and that was what's her channel name? The Bookish Realm. I think she posted a video recently where she mentioned it. It was her unpopular bookish opinions tag video. Yeah, so it was very weird because I really enjoyed that book. It was very like sex obsessed and focused, which isn't for everybody, and I mean it's not normally my thing either, but I thought it was quite funny and kind of relatable. I read the first two Hunger Games books, which were really good. I haven't bought the last one yet. I read Dark Days by James Baldwin. It was 3 personal essays of his about being a black gay man in America in the 60s, I think, 50s or 60s, during the civil rights movement and stuff like that. And beautiful words, but wow, nothing has changed. I also read the first Divergent book, which I also enjoyed. I might carry on reading that series too. Cemetery Boys is one that I won't shut the fuck up about. I wrote like an actual blog post for that book alone, which I don't do very often. I've read almost all of the Harry Potter books now this year. I've never read them before, even though I grew up loving Harry Potter. My mum used to read them to me, but they were a very long time. So this year I kind of decided I wanted to read them. I already owned all of them, so I'm giving more money to JKR, and I'm also wanted to read them so I could personally comment. I made a video on the first 2 books. So I might continue that video series. I have 1 book left to read. And even though it has kind of been like a weird mixed bag of like nostalgia, enjoying like bits that you didn't get in the film, but also just like rampant fucking transphobia, homophobia, ableism, racism, xenophobia. It's been a bit of a weird ride reading the Harry Potter books. Yeah, I really recommend Cemetery Boys. It's about a trans Latinx guy who's trying to be accepted by his family. So he goes behind their backs to do his, was it a quinces? Something like that. I don't know the terminology appropriately. And basically he ends up bringing a ghost out. I don't know. I've kind of forgotten how to explain that bit. Who is a hot gay boy called Julian. and they have to figure out how he died and talk to his family and shit. Um, so it's a queer love story with a ghost boy, and I loved it very much. I really like I like supernatural themes and plots for books. Like I really liked Wranglestone that I read last year. It came out this year though, but I got it for free before it came out. Wranglestone is a great one, and it's a really good winter read because it's like a snowy backdrop, and it's a zombie apocalypse book. The main character is a gay guy. There is romance in there. I also liked that his dad has epilepsy because you don't really see a lot of like pre-existing health conditions in zombie apocalypse TV shows or books or whatever that aren't horrendously ableist, like Station 11, where he fucking kills himself. Spoiler alert. Sorry, a bit late, but whatever. Yeah, the only disabled character in Station 11 is a wheelchair user, and he fucking kills himself, like sacrifices himself so his brother will live longer because he is such a burden, you know? And I'm just like, that's disgusting. None of that. Yes, there was none of that in Wranglestone, which I loved. But it was definitely something that was like important to the character, to the plot, which doesn't normally happen. Plus, it was queer. So, like, that's a great one to read as well. But I didn't read that this year. But it is one that I would read again. And it has kind of like a mystery element to it. I think there might be a sequel coming because it kind of ends but doesn't end. Like, there's a lot of questions that have not been answered. Oh, pardon me. And then besides that, it's just been Gossip Girl, isn't it? Gossip Girl's a wild good time. Now I'm cold again. I fucking hate being chronically ill. I wish my body would just have one temperature. There. There. My neck hurts. I'm gonna read a quick chapter. That's the other thing, that Gossip Girl has really short chapters, and it makes you feel accomplished quicker. To be fair, there was like once or twice an ableist slur used in these books, but compared to most 2000s YA, there's a lot more in those. Oh, but yeah, anyway, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out my other social media. I'm streaming 4 days a week is the aim. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And my videos come out on Thursdays. Blog posts come out on Fridays. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, put your notifications on to be alerted every time I post a video or start a live stream. You know, the YouTuber spiel. Because apparently I need to remind people to subscribe. So the plan is generally the live streams on this channel will be reading live streams, chatting, occasionally doing a few other bits because like I am writing Christmas cards for people, so I thought I could just write them whilst I stream, chat about stuff. I have some more dog toys to make out of old fabric so they can get a new life. Maybe I'll be editing my videos at the same time, but like generally it'll just be me doing a thing, about hanging out and chatting about whatever really. They're not necessarily about anything, but they'll be like the aim will be to read or to edit my video or whatever. And then I also plan to stream on Twitch more this month and play video games. I have to finish Beyond Two Souls. I have Heavy Rain that I haven't done or played for myself yet or before. I might replay Detroit Become Human. I actually forgot I had that. So I write that down. I think I did. That's my December. But yeah, it's all kind of mainly so I will read all of my books that I need to read to reach my Goodreads goal, again, which I go into more details in the video that comes out this week. Lots of things I can't quite remember what I said. But yeah, just kind of hanging out, a little bit of royalty-free lo-fi in the background, chatting about some things occasionally. My live streams tend to vary between like an hour and a half and 2 hours. And I think I've decided I'll be doing them at maybe 6 p.m. That might vary a little bit. But I will say so on Twitter, or as I said, if you subscribe and put notifications on, you should be alerted when I start the live stream. And I might kind of pre-program some of them in because you can sort of like set up live streams before you sit down to do them, if that makes sense. Yeah, like I've just found that the live streams have been quite useful to actually get things done. It helped with my writing, and I did a reading live stream a few days ago, last week, can't remember, where I was reading one of my Gossip Girl books as like a test to see what it was like to do. So I was like, well, I could just do that. I see a lot of books she was doing that sort of thing, and even though I wouldn't necessarily brand myself booktuber, I do a lot of book based content. So I mean, it would make sense. But that's generally the idea. I'm also thinking about maybe buying Fall Guys or something, because I have a PS4 and that's why I will be streaming on Twitch from. Maybe from my computer, because I did stream Sims, but it's so glitchy a lot of the time. Like new updates and stuff just make it glitchy for ages, which just kind of drives me actually insane. So for the most part, it will be from the PS4, but maybe I'll stream from my computer playing video games. Because also I tried to stream Life is Strange because I bought it ages ago, haven't played it since last year, maybe the year before. Tried to play it a few weeks back and it was genuinely impossible to play. Like it just doesn't work on a Mac the way it should. So I'm leaving Life is Strange until I either get a gaming laptop or maybe I'll buy it on the PS4 because I think you can get it on the PS4. I've already bought it on Steam, which is annoying. But you know, it is what it is. But that's my aims. I have a streaming schedule on my Facebook. It's just like an image, just to show which days of the week I am streaming on, posting videos on, and posting blog posts. So you can find that. I was going to say I'll add that to the description, and I will, but my Facebook page is just facebook.com/artygarden, the same as my username in pretty much everywhere on the internet. Like I said, it'll be like 6 p.m. most evenings, UK time. But it might vary like a little bit, and then I might also play video games on the weekends. It depends how I feel. But basically, it's kind of just to get reading done and hopefully help reach some like follow count goals that I wanted to reach before the end of the year. Because I reached my TikTok one today. I have 2,000 followers now, which is great. I finally reached my 300 YouTube subscribers twice. But I'm still trying to get to 300 on Facebook, 1,500 on Instagram and Twitter. And I'm always trying to boost them on YouTube anyway, because it's so hard to grow here. And then, you know, trying to grow Twitch as well, because that is very, very small, because it's not something I've focused on a lot. But as a chronically ill person, I spend a lot of time at home in bed, not feeling super great. And I feel like streaming video games without a face cam is kind of like a nice low-key way of creating content. Like I love to create my videos and blog posts and stuff, but it is a lot of work to create the content and edit the content and then post the content and all that sort of thing, all the promotion around it too. Whereas like just streaming some video games sometimes especially because I'm no good at setting anything up. My streams are very basic. I just, get on and play some video games. It's a lot less work, uh, and still enjoyable. So that's my December plans. I've got to read a lot of books. Write my to-do list for tomorrow. What day is it? Wednesday. Post parcels and cards. Edit video. Read. Stream at 6 p.m. Reading and writing cards. Yeah, I think some of the streams as well, like in between reading, maybe I'll do some things like some self-care, beauty-based stuff. Like, I don't know, I might sit and paint my nails, who knows? Or I might sit and put some of these things on my eyes. I did think about doing that today, to be fair. They're like little eye masks, cooling eye mask things. Applying my face products, who knows? I don't really put on makeup to stream. That'd be too much work. Should also work on my blog post. Like, I make to-do lists, like a mixture of generally you need to try and remember to do this thing, and then also like daily to-do lists, because I just forget everything. So I think the streams will also be like hey, there are things on your to-do list you still need to do. Like I've got something here that says like put medical files away, or like go through my medical files and shit. Or like paperwork generally, because I have a folder with loads of paperwork in that I haven't been through in a while. Those are things I could kind of do on stream in between reading, and whilst I kind of talk and things like that. Because it always seems to take as well like half an hour for people to show up to the stream, or at least someone who talks. So I kind of want to have things to do that keep me occupied whilst I wait for people to arrive. Or like occasionally maybe some like other crafty DIY things. I've got some trousers that I need to cuff. We'll see. I have options. Because, well, I have like an incessant need to be doing things. So like I do annoying things with my hands that can make a lot of noise. Whereas if I'm actively doing something, it's a lot better because people won't hear a lot of things, you know? I also want to make a post about like because I've been noticing YouTubers that I follow who don't make disability content, but actually are also disabled or chronically ill. So I kind of want to make a post or something like that about like a mixture of different YouTubers that I watch and maybe some other people watch and their disability, because I know a lot who have like ADHD, autism, um, chronic illnesses like mine, or they've been in like an accident and they like now have chronic pain. Obviously mental illness as well, I class as a disability. Um, Other things that have happened. Like I think there's this one gaming YouTuber. I don't necessarily watch his videos, but I watch a lot of his friends' videos where he collabs with them. Um, I think he got really sick with, I don't know, like pneumonia maybe, and like to this day he still has like lasting health issues, and he can't like sleep on one side or something. Or did he nearly die? Or his lung collapsed or something like that? Like I can't quite remember. It was something to do with his breathing is now like permanently affected. Um and then like Markiplier has been in and out of hospital for quite like for a lot of his life for different reasons, which I imagine would have lasting effects. He's also allergic to alcohol. Don't know whether I class that as a disability or not, but yeah. Um I think that's possibly linked to other things he has going on or had going on. Trying to think of who else I was even talking about. I was thinking about. Did I? I think I wrote them down in here. Yes, I did. Uh, I mean, I also do watch a lot of disabled YouTubers who make disabled content, like specifically. So that's like part of their thing. I wanted to find more people who make content of whatever kind that wasn't linked to their like disability. Um, but they've kind of spoken about their disability and stuff before. But I just don't really know who. So I think that's a blog post I might make in the future, but it's going to take me a while to find all the information, I guess. But you know, if you have any suggestions of a lot of them seem to be gaming YouTubers, which I find very interesting. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe using it as like a commentary of like how this kind of new wave of careers with online content creating are kind of the place to be as a disabled person, because you don't have to make stuff about your disability. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head off because I haven't eaten really yet, and my back hurts. So I mean, hopefully either of you two who have been chatting to me this in this stream will come back another time. Yeah, so follow my Twitter, artycarden_. Follow my Instagram, artycarden. Follow my TikTok, artycarden. Like my Facebook page, artycarden. Subscribe to the channel. And look me up on Twitch, also artycarden. And I'll be back on here tomorrow for another live stream. I'll see you then. Bye.